If the Cow army had used this bow, what would Zhuge Liang's borrowing arrows with straw boats have looked like? Compound bow. It not only has a long range and great power, but it is also very energy efficient. Now, let me show you how it works. Early bows had a simple structure, made from elastic wood to create the body, with a string to shoot arrows. In modern times, this type of bow still relies on the same basic principles, but it uses better materials. However, its drawback has not changed. Pulling the string requires gradually increasing force, and this pulling force increases almost linearly. In other words, the longer the bowstring is pulled, the greater the force required. For example, a 45-pound bow needs at least 45 pounds of force to reach its maximum power. Keeping the string pulled all the way back not only continuously consumes energy, but it also lowers aiming accuracy. In contrast, with a modern 70-pound compound bow, when fully drawn, the cam system on the bow reduces the pulling force by 80%, requiring only 14 pounds of force to control it easily. This means the archer can pull the string with minimal effort and maintain a steady aim for a longer period, thus increasing accuracy. In fact, the principle behind the compound bow is quite simple. It uses a pulley system to create a lever action. The principle works by increasing the distance to reduce the force required. For example, when we use a single pulley, the direction of force and the direction of the load's movement are opposite. The force applied in this case is equal to the weight of the object. However, when using multiple pulleys, each pulley distributes a portion of the force. This means that to lift a 4-kilogram object with 4 pulleys, only 1 kilogram of force is needed. If the pulley system is installed on the bow, you can draw the string with very little force. With the same amount of force, a regular bowstring can only be drawn slightly. To make it easier for the user to draw the string for longer durations, modern compound bows have replaced the standard pulley system with a cam system. When the bowstring is drawn, the cam rotates, winding the string around the profile, creating a lever action. If the radius of the outer cam is 3 times that of the inner cam, it will produce a mechanical advantage of 3 to 1. This means that with 4 pounds of force, you can generate 12 pounds of pulling force. In addition to reducing the pulling force, the cam system also allows for energy storage and release. To increase accuracy, the bowstring is equipped with a special sight. This sight uses the principle of a parabola, adjusting the angle of the sight based on the distance to the target, thus ensuring precise shots. With such a compound bow, it would have been an invincible weapon in ancient times.